The Frog Prince. Once upon a time, in a beautiful palace, there lived a young princess. One day, as she was cleaning her old toy chest, she found something very special, a shiny golden ball she had once loved dearly. "Oh, I remember this," she whispered with a smile. The princess began to bounce the ball joyfully around her room. But suddenly, bounce! The ball flew out of the window, and with a big splash, it fell straight into the palace pond. "Oh no, my golden ball!" cried the princess as she ran quickly to the edge of the water. She waited and waited, but the ball did not come back up. Just then, a gentle voice called out, "Why are you so sad, dear princess?" The princess looked around in surprise. From the water, a little green frog peeked out, smiling kindly at her. "Oh, frog," she said, "I have lost my golden ball. Will you please help me?" The frog nodded and said, "Yes, princess, I will bring you your ball. But in return, you must promise to be my friend. You must let me sit beside you, share your food and drink, and rest in your palace." The princess thought it was a silly request, but she wanted her ball so badly, so she agreed. The frog dived deep into the pond, and in no time, he returned with the shining golden ball. "Oh, thank you," cried the princess. She grabbed the ball happily and quickly ran back to her palace, forgetting all about her promise. But that evening, there came a gentle knock at the palace door. Knock, knock, knock. When the king opened the door, there stood the little frog. The king listened carefully, and then he turned to his daughter. "My dear princess," he said, "you gave the frog your word, and a promise must always be kept." Though she was unhappy, the princess let the frog sit at the dining table. She even gave him a tiny cup to drink from. Later that night, the frog hopped into her room and jumped onto her pillow. The princess frowned. "How can you do this?" she said softly, pushing him aside. And just then, in a flash of light, poof! The frog disappeared. In his place stood a handsome young prince. The prince bowed and said, "Dear princess, a witch had cast a spell on me. Only the kindness of a true friend could break it. Thanks to you, I am free again." The princess gasped in surprise, but soon smiled. She had learned something important that day, and from then on, the princess and the prince became close friends. In time, they married, and they lived happily ever after. Moral of the story: don't judge others by how they look. True beauty lies in kindness, honesty, and keeping promises. Good night, little ones. And remember, be brave, be kind, and always be there for your friends. The end.